What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? As always, your boy, the Great One, a guy who calls himself the Great One for no effing reason. He thought it's a good idea because it's kinda the Rock thing, and then he realized that it sounds like the biggest narcissist there ever is. Imagine calling yourself the Great One. Either way, I got used to it. I hope you did as well, because there are things that are great about me. Every video starts inappropriately. I don't get it. I uploaded a video last night about how I want Survivor Series 2017 to end, every match, how it should end, how WWE should book it, in my opinion, how I want to see it. You probably will disagree, but after this video I will leave an annotation so you can check that out. I didn't focus on predictions, and today I'm going to tell you what I think is going to win. So last night I talked about my personal feelings, how I would love to do it, and today is just how it will be, probably in WWE's eyes. And mostly it's not good, probably. You know, it sucks that WWE is this big corporation, this big company, and when you think about, well, WWE is booking it, it never sounds good, right? It never sounds good. Either way, I like to start with the big matches, because the Great One's channel is where the big boys play, even though I'm 5'8", small elf, but this is where the big boys play, and we're going strong. We are going strong with Kalisto versus Enzo Amore. Who gives a damn? Who gives a freaking damn? Why would I care about this shit? I stated this last night, I'm going to state it today. I don't care. I have no F's given. Like, WWE is probably... WWE are going to book it this way. I believe it. My prediction is Enzo Amore is going to win the title against Kalisto. Rey Mysterio 2.0. Enzo Amore is going to get some help from this guy, Gulak, who's basically this corporate guy with Enzo Amore, his manager from 205. This guy, you know this guy? I don't watch 205, by the way. I don't have that much time. So Enzo Amore is going to retain it with some cheap shots by this corporate guy. And this whole build is like, this is the worst storyline at the moment. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it with passion. Kalisto is so generic babyface, like the most generic guy you can ever think about, with no personality. It's pretty much Lucha. I'm a good guy. I will win this for my people. And Enzo Amore is he's entertaining. You can't say that he's not entertaining, but it kinda got stale. Put him in a rivalry against someone that we want to see. Kalisto is not someone we want to see. No. My prediction is Enzo Amore. The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz versus Baron Corbin, the United States Champion, whose hairline is just... Someone on Twitter sent me a picture of Baron Corbin in 5 years. I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty accurate. Hey Miz, you may be a better champion, but you cannot pull that hair. Now, the build for this rivalry was not the best, but it had something at least. I thought they're not going to do anything. However, they did this Twitter beef. Pretty much videos, and The Miz using an F-bomb, so if you cannot do it on TV, they did it on social media, so I think it's a pretty smart decision. Now, both are heels, but both acted heelish. Except for the part where Baron Corbin was like beaten by Kalisto all the time, they looks pretty strong. They don't look strong, don't they? None of them. No. If you want to know my opinion how I would do it, go to my another video that I did. But my prediction is Baron Corbin. Like, this is hard to predict, actually. This is really hard to predict. I'm gonna go with the bold prediction, just like his head is going to be in the next 5 years. It's going to be Baron Corbin. It could be The Miz, and it could be really the way just like I want it to be. But at the same time, Baron Corbin is the big dude, and is one of these matches where a lot of matches are actually where Raw is going to win, and this one is probably one of these matches that SmackDown can use. So I think Baron Corbin is the winner of this matchup. The women's match, SmackDown versus Raw women, and you see this blank spot, and my prediction is that it's going to be Paige. It could be either Natalya or Paige or someone new, we don't know, but it's most likely Natalya or Paige. I think it's Paige. It would make so much more sense. I would rather see her on SmackDown than Raw anyway, so I think it's going to be Paige. And tell me why Alicia Fox is the leader of Team Raw when you have Asuka, Sasha, Nia, and Bayley, and Alicia Fox is the leader. Yeah, I find it I find it very interesting. I'm not mad, I just find it interesting. Her theme song like this. Shoot me a lot of times. I will not complain. I will thank you. Either way, in this match, I think that it's pretty obvious. The most obvious match of the night, in my opinion. Team Raw is going to win. You have Asuka. She's not going to lose, and even though they might do something like a cheap shot and Asuka gets eliminated by countout or disqualification, I don't want that. Book her strong for at least a couple of months or a year at least, please WWE. I know you don't like doing that good things, but please. And yeah, you also have Nia Jax, and what do you have on Team SmackDown that is like the most dominant women? None of them. None of these women are actually the strong alpha male, alpha women. No, you had Charlotte, but she's now a women's champion, so she's not in the match. My prediction is Monday Night Raw. I think the last woman standing is going to be Asuka. That is my prediction. The Raw Tag Team Champions Cesaro and Sheamus the Bar versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay the Usos. The Usos. They are called the Usos, and they are the greatest tag team at the moment. Their theme song is just unbelievable with lyrics. It sounds so damn great. The aggression, everything is here. I mentioned this a lot of times. As babyfaces, no. As heels, yes. Can I do that on this channel? Yes. Without being cringy? No, I cannot. But I will do that anyway. And this show is going to steal the match. And this match is going to steal the show. But my prediction is... I gotta say the Usos. I think they're going to give it to the Usos. I think it's... Yeah. The Usos are going to win. Why not? You have so many matches where Monday Night Raw is going to win anyway, so I think this is another one where they're going to just give it to SmackDown, because at the same... No one is going to... Both teams look believable that they can win, right? They look believable, except the part where if you would bring back 2010 Sheamus where he was WWE Champion, he would destroy all of these three probably, but now, at this point and moment, I think the Usos are going to win, and that is my prediction. It might be bold, just like Baron Corbin's head is going to be in the... Okay, but my prediction is the Usos, and the next match we actually have is The Shield, Monday Night Raw versus The New Day, SmackDown Live, and is The Shield. My prediction is The Shield. I don't see the New Day winning in any shape or form. They're going to look good, they're going to look dominant, The Shield is going to do some flip-flops and a lot of high-flying stuff. The New Day is going to do that as well. You have two powerhouses between Roman Reigns and Big E, and these kind of a brawlers type of high flyers guys like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in some shape or form, and Kalisto, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods are the same way. So it's going to be a good dynamic. And but at the end of the day, the Shield are going to win. It wouldn't make any sense for them to lose, right? It wouldn't make... I think it's also one of the most predictable matches. But at the same time, WWE might just do something where they win with a roll-up. That's WWE. They like to do unpredictable things sometimes. And it's good, I love it. The WWE Champion AJ Styles from SmackDown Live versus the Brock Lesnar Universal Champion from Monday Night Raw. And the build was pretty good. It only took like 1 week. I think it was 1 week build. It's weird, but they managed to get me excited. Imagine if it was an actual storyline for like a couple of months, or at least a month with promos between them. It would be such an underdog story. Man, I cannot even think about it. It's too good. Now, it only took 1 week, and it's going to be good anyway. It only took 2 promos between Paul Heyman saying that. Well, then Paul Heyman talked about Jinder Mahal. He was like, Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja? He doesn't even deserve to be in a match against Brock Lesnar. And when he was talking about AJ Styles, he made 5 points. Like, AJ is the greatest, AJ is one of the most talented, blah blah blah. And F5, this is Brock Lesnar. It ain't a Rocky movie, whatever. And but he complimented AJ Styles so many times, and for some reason, I don't know about you guys, but it felt so good. I like it. I like when people recognize that AJ Styles is a good wrestler, and Paul Heyman is that type of dude who knows it. He just knows it. Maybe WWE didn't want him to say that, but he knows he has to say that. I'm not sure, but AJ is the greatest performer of all time, and in my opinion, the greatest in-ring performer of all time. When it comes to microphone, he's alright, not the best, but in the ring, you can put any match against anyone. When AJ Styles is in it, this guy puts it all. I respect him so much. And Brock Lesnar, just like I've said, I hope it's going to be a wrestling match, but it's going to be one of these typical, right, Brock Lesnar Suplex City, and he wins. I'm going to make a prediction that it's going to be just a little bit more. Like, AJ Styles is going to do some high-flying stuff anyway, so it's going to be a different match than Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, which was shit, and Braun Strowman versus Lesnar, which was really crappy. Like, seriously, that was one of the worst matches I've ever seen lately. AJ Styles is going to lose anyway. My prediction is Brock Lesnar. But I think AJ will do some offense, like high-flying stuff that doesn't take you to throw your opponent and stuff. He's going to do some weird shit, and it's AJ Styles, he will pull it off. Hopefully it's going to be a match where it has wrestling in it. But my prediction is Brock Lesnar, F5, wins the match. That's how it goes. Brock Lesnar is your winner. And I'm not even mad about it. I think it makes sense. It's Brock Lesnar. And the most exciting match for me is the Raw vs SmackDown 5-on-5 elimination match. Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Finn Balor versus John Cena, Randy Orton, Shane McMahon, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura. Now I want to... This is the last time we're talking about Survivor Series build. I think so, because the next one is going to be a review if you want me guys to do that. So I want to talk about the teams for a second. In Raw team, you have Kurt Angle. You have Triple H. Like, the star power is insane. The Attitude Era guys. Then you have the Ruthless Aggression guys between John Cena and Randy Orton and the newer guys. It is very good, and just like I've said, the rivalries, like you can see Kurt Angle versus Cena, Randy Orton versus Triple H, Randy Orton and John Cena in the same team. I really want to see this attitude adjustment throw into an RKO. I remember that was like one time where the whole Monday Night Raw roster was facing John Cena and Randy Orton, while Orton was a heel, Cena was a face, and they did this, and it looked pretty good. And the end of it, Triple H interfered, pedigree to both of them. But it was good, pretty nice, and I hope they will recreate some of it, because, and at the same time, it's really unpredictable when it comes to eliminations. Like, how is John Cena going to be eliminated? How is Braun Strowman going to get eliminated? Kurt Angle, Samoa, Triple H, Randy Orton, like, it's great. I really want to see also Triple H versus Randy Orton. That will... My whole childhood, I started with this rivalry watching. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Triple H. That's going to be interesting. Kurt Angle against anyone is going to be interesting, because I want to see him like wrestle, not this cluster F with TLC where they basically did a bunch of spots. But this is going to be so exciting. Like, the 2016 Survivor Series was pretty great. It was good, but it didn't have that much star power. Yes, it kind of did in some shape or form, but it was only like current guys. And this has some part-timers and stuff. And you gotta be honest, there are some negatives and positives about it, but you are pumped up for the match, and that's what I care about. Now, when it comes to predictability, I think Raw is going to take this one, because I don't see... It's much easier to eliminate John Cena, Randy, Shane, Bobby Roode, and Shinsuke than it is to eliminate Braun Strowman and not to hurt his credibility. You can do that, but in WWE's eyes, they're probably not too smart to figure that out. But I don't think that's the deal, because I think it's predictable, because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are obviously going to interfere. And in my wish list video, I told you how I would do it with Sami and Owens, but how I think it will go. What's happening with my language? But how I think it will go down is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will pretty much screw Shane McMahon and the whole SmackDown Live, and Monday Night Raw is going to win. It's not going to be this screw and then they win, but we will have some eliminations that will cause SmackDown Live's losing to Monday Night Raw. And when it comes to last man standing, I mean, one of them is probably going to be, damn it, Samoa Joe or Braun Strowman at least. It's the most unpredictable match I've ever seen in a long time. Like, how can you book this? Who's going to get eliminated first? Like, I think John Cena is not that credible to WWE anymore. Like, I know he brings ratings, but he's not that type of dude who cannot lose. He's losing a lot lately. But at the same time, you cannot just eliminate Cena like that. Cannot. It's a shame to say, but I think Bobby Roode is the first one who's going to be eliminated. He doesn't seem too credible lately. You know, WWE SmackDown just ruined this guy, but I don't know, very interested in this match, and I cannot wait to see who is going to win. My prediction is Monday Night Raw. Let me know in the comments below all of your predictions for this year's Survivor Series 2017 pay-per-view. Really excited. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to comment, just like I've said. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, where I will be tweeting about this pay-per-view live during the Survivor Series. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, where I post pictures naked. The great one, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.